Hi and welcome to our channel. Today we are going to study some common foreign expressions in English that are of French origin. On your screen you can see the contents of this lesson. Since this is an A to Z series, do watch the other lessons too for the full coverage of the topic. Our first phrase for this lesson is crème de la crème. Very simple English translation, it means cream of the cream. And cream, we know, is the best part of milk. So, crème de la crème refers to the best person or thing of a particular kind. An example sentence is, our country views the fact that the crème de la crème migrate abroad for better career opportunities. Next is cri de coeur. Cri sounds like cry and coeur is the French word for heart. In Paris, there is a very famous church called Sacré-Cœur or the Sacred Heart. So cri de coeur literally means a cry from the heart. Cri de coeur is a passionate appeal, complaint or protest by someone. It's a heartfelt appeal for a cause that is very dear to someone. Example sentence is, having lost her mother to cancer, the cause of all cancer patients was a cri de coeur for her. Moving on, we have the French expression cul-de-sac. The phrase literally means bottom of a sack, and so it is rightly used to denote a street or passage closed at one end. For instance, she lived at the end of a cul-de-sac street, which was quite safe as tourists or strangers had no business coming there. In a similar meaning, cul-de-sac may also refer to a route or course leading nowhere. An example would be, his job was a cul-de-sac. With a horrible boss and uninspiring routine, he felt like his career was over and decided to quit. The reggae. Literally, this phrase means in strictness and refers to a trend, etc., that is strictly required by etiquette or current fashion. Like, I can say, sporting beards and long moustaches seem to be the reggae for today's celebrities. Next is déjà vu, which is one of the most frequent expressions used in English. By the way, did you just get a feeling that you have seen this word somewhere before? Well, that is what it means. Déjà vu literally means already seen. Déjà vu is this feeling of having already experienced the present situation. And this word has a slightly negative connotation. Déjà vu is when you say to yourself, oh, I've seen this before. And you probably also want to say, oh no, I don't want to experience this whole thing again. So that's why I said it is slightly negative and uneasy sort of feeling. An example sentence would be, it was a feeling of déjà vu as my car broke down in the middle of the road with no one in near sight. Throw. This expression literally means too much. When someone is out of place, when his or her behavior is not appreciated, that person is considered de trop. We use the expression de trop to describe something that is unnecessary, unwanted, or more than is suitable. For instance, nobody likes his attitude and behavior. He is simply de trop. Another good example is when his friend tugged along in his intimate outing with his girlfriend, they considered him de trop. Next, we have the phrase double entendre. It literally means double meaning. Double entendre refers to the usage of any word or phrase which is open to two interpretations, or we can say suggesting two different meanings, one of which is usually risk or indecent. As an example, look at this picture on your screen where the man reading a newspaper asks his friend, Did you see this article about tainted meatballs? Now, the word meatballs has two meanings. It could mean balls of minced or chopped meat. The second meaning in which meatball is used is a slang. Meatball could refer to a dull or stupid person. And the word taint means to spoil something or give it an unpleasant quality. So combined, tainted meatballs could mean spoiled food item, which is likely the content of that newspaper article. Or the phrase could mean a stupid or dull person who has a tainted, meaning spoiled reputation, like politicians. Therefore, the other person says, I am not interested in politics. Do you get the double entendre? The double meaning now. One of the meanings is actually indecent. Another example sentence is naive girls indulge in frequent double entendres with others having fun at their innocence. Our next word is de jour. In France, people wish each other by saying bonjour, which means have a good day. So that's how you can recall that jour means day and du means off. Du jour literally means of the day. The phrase is used to describe something that is enjoying great but probably short-lived popularity or publicity, something which is a fad. Example sentences are, reading the menu du jour at a roadside cafe, I found that the soup du jour was cream of mushroom, my favorite. Another example, family soaps are the genre du jour on television. It means family soaps are popular for the time being. And discussing the French, how can we skip the fashion world? The word élan is one of such words which means energy, style and enthusiasm. An example sentence would be, the models walked across the ramp with great élan. Finally, we have the phrase en rapport. Rapport means harmony, so the phrase literally means in harmony. Two people are said to be en rapport if they have a close and harmonious relationship. In such a case, there is perfect meeting of minds and complete absence of friction. For instance, a husband and wife should be en rapport, meaning they should be in a state of mutual accord and empathy. So those were the 10 phrases of our third lesson. In this A to Z series, we would be covering the most famous French phrases in about 7 lessons. On your screen are the contents of our next lesson. That completes lesson 3 of this series. We would like to thank our content partner for this lesson, Edufin, admission consultants for top universities abroad. If you like this video, do press the like button and share with your friends. Thank you.